Hi, and welcome to Unit 2 of Transitions and Rites of Passage. I'm going to begin with a bow, and I'll invite you to join me. This unit, we're going to delve deeper into the conceptual foundations and background and some of what I think are important distinctions to make about life transitions. We are all so always in transition and so embedded in our life transitions that it's easy, I think, to overlook some of the important inner dynamics of transitions, different kinds of transitions, and different ways of viewing transitions. So, for example, I want to contrast a mechanical view of transitions with an organic view, or maybe even call it a natural view of life transitions, that says transitions are part of life, and transitions are an important part of how we grow and mature and develop and transform throughout our lives. I want to make a distinction between linear transitions and transformational transitions. The linear transitions, they might be really major and important to us, but they don't basically change the direction of our lives. Whereas transformational transitions do change the very direction of our lives, the very fabric of who we take ourselves to be, our identities. So linear transitions don't fundamentally change our identity, even though many, many different aspects of our lives might change. But transformational transitions, they change our very sense of who we are. So that, I think, is another important distinction. And I want to lay out 3 phases of life transitions. These phases are going to organize our work the rest of the semester, really, or most of the rest of the semester. We will be looking at each phase and some of the inner dynamics and some of the inner tasks of each of these 3 phases. And also we'll be looking at some of the, what I think of as allies for each phase. So each phase has, I'm going to say, 2 different tasks, and each task engages a different quality of our being, a different quality of our inner depth. To the extent that we can have access to those qualities, we will be better able to meet the task that shows up for each phase of our transitions. So you'll see how this works as we go through the semester. But it reminds me of the importance, really, of life transitions. I mean, it's trite, really, in psychological circles to talk about excess baggage and how we drag the past into the present and how that baggage slows down our lives and dampens our dynamism and fills up the spaciousness and openness of our lives, keeps us imprisoned in a way, this baggage. And even though it's trite to talk about psychological baggage, I think it's also true. Seems to me that so much of the baggage that we carry through our lives is really about unfulfilled, incomplete life transitions. I get excited and I get my tongue tied. So much of the baggage, I'm saying, that we deal with in our lives is about transitions that haven't been fully completed, that we haven't lived through all the way. We get hung up at different phases of these transitions. Different tasks aren't fulfilled, and that means we continue to carry these life transitions or the residue of these life transitions through our lives. So part of the purpose for me in this course is to help us to complete our life transitions, the ones we're in now, the ones that are left over from way a long time ago sometimes, and everything in between. So to help complete our transitions so that as we move forward, our lives can be more free, more alive, more dynamic, more spacious. We can access the full potential of our lives and our inner depth in a more full and complete and whole way. So this week we're going to get, in this unit, we're going to get deeper into the conceptual part of the course. And as always, I hope that these distinctions, these concepts, resonate with you and that they provoke good, deep questions for you. And I hope you'll bring your reflections and your questions into the discussions for this unit. I want to suggest that you take a close look at the syllabus. Take note of coming assignments. There are reviews of works, books, and other works about life transitions. They'll be coming up. There's a major integrative paper due later in the semester. A lot of the semester revolves around a self-designed transition ceremony. And we'll be building up to that through the semester, but do take a look at the syllabus. And if you have any questions, let me know. You can let me know either in the office or if it's more personal, feel free to send me an email. So, here we go. Nice to be here with you. I'm going to bow. See you online.